Alright, welcome everyone to another Crypto Hound video. We're in the doghouse chilling. Know it's been a while since came out with a video, but man, what a run Bitcoin and the crypto market has done the last 3 months here. Kind of been just sitting back and enjoying it, but now with this pullback we're getting, can't see it that much on this time frame here. I'm going to start off in a larger time frame, get you new investors kind of caught up on what time we're at in the market and what direction we're going to go from here, because a lot of people just bought into crypto for the first time while things were taking off from the bottom. But now a lot of people are sitting on their crypto. We're getting 5-10% red days. They're becoming more skeptical, and a lot of people don't have the faith in crypto to hold it for a while. People just want to do a trade and get out. But getting into crypto and diversifying, you see that there's a big long-term potential here. For example, we look at this chart and we go back to 2012 when it was put on TradingView here, and holy cow, the going from $5 to $60,000. Bitcoin and crypto definitely have some potential. It's been the number one investment that you can make in the last 12 years compared to anything else. Besides those flukes, the penny stocks making crazy gains or whatever. But overall, it's definitely percent gains wise something you want to get into at the right time, but knowing the right time and the best price is the most difficult part. So today we're going to start off and talk about, are we in a bull run or bust? So are we selling all of our crypto and buying in lower? Or are we going to keep moving up and discovering new all-time highs? We'll break into a couple different altcoins, a couple US stocks, and go over how the overall market conditions. Maybe you'll see some cryptos that are at a better buy-in price right now compared to others. Kind of get you guys geared into what a good buying price looks like on the chart. And then we're going to go over the Bitcoin halving. We're going to go into free crypto. And for anyone new into crypto or just started thinking about opportunities and getting invested in crypto, there's a lot of great ways to get started where you don't need to invest any of your capital at all. You can earn free crypto, then you can vest it, and the company will give you a percent back of your vested crypto. We're going to talk about what that term vesting means today. I just learned about it like a week or two ago. I've been doing it for a while, but I guess they call it vesting. Or staking. I feel like staking and vesting are similar. There might be differences. And then we're going to Coinbase, go over some of their free coins. You could earn $3 to $10 on some of their little challenges there they have on Coinbase. And if you use my referral link, you'll get $10 to $15 of Bitcoin to start. And it doesn't sound like a lot now, but it's definitely something. And especially if this is the start of the bull run, you could see an easy 10x on that investment right there. It could be $100 and that by the end of this year. So easy way to get started, just to get into this, start having fun, understand what I'm talking about, and see some opportunities here to make some life-changing gains. After that, we're going to talk a little bit about AI and crypto. There was a big convention where the NVIDIA guy was talking about new processors and GPU, and he used a lot of crypto similar terminology, I think for different reasons. But when he was talking about all this cloud infrastructure and stuff, he kept using the word tokens a lot. So we're going to go into how AI and crypto, how they could kind of jive together for this future crypto market and economy. Then we're going to lighten things up and go into a crypto earning rewards game I've been playing a bunch of. Really fun. Earns you crypto, great exposure, and we got some big news that this game just came out. Don't want to break it now, but stay along. Wait for the big news because it's really convenient. We'll talk about that later. And then we're just going to go over a timeline of events, what we're looking at next week. What's our outline this year? What's all the big hedge funds thinking out of an economy overlook on how we're going to do the rest of the year? Are we going back into recession? Are we coming back up from the bottom? How are we looking the next year or two? And that's where we'll leave it off after today. Don't want to keep you guys too long, so let's start breaking it down. So right here we have the Bitcoin chart over 2016 to almost 10 years. You could see this is the last bull run we made here. The scales that I pulled up here are Fibonacci scales, and it's supposed to show you good time for buying opportunities, which would be this red box, and then a good time for selling, which would be anything in the blue. And you could see here, once we got in the blue, you didn't want to sell yet, or else you're missing out on all these gains here, going from 17,000 to 50,000. So knowing what previous cycles has done and gains that it has made will help us predict how far up we're going to go in this future cycle. So in the past here, my penmanship is not the best. You got to forgive me for that. But before here, we came up and hit this trend line here before we broke out, right? And it didn't break out above this trend line, came back down, consolidated below it, and then finally broke out, right? Now, this cycle, oh my goodness. So here it was. I was predicting it to come up, hit this area, which it did. I was so fired up when this actually hit. I was like, holy cow, I was right. It hit this mark, which it did the last bull run. But what it did differently this time, it retested this line here and then broke through it. So there was a lot more support. There's been a lot more FOMO buying into this Bitcoin halvening event, and that's what drove the prices up. So we broke through this resistance here. So now we are not the same as the last bull run. And the question is, are we going to continue going up from here? So we broke through all-time highs, and we came back. We're underneath it. But now that we broke all-time highs, I'd see us going into discovery mode, my opinion here. But what will the timing be? Will it be after the halvening? What do I do now? And I would say keep on accumulating. And as the prices go down, you keep on buying in, so then your average price keeps on coming down. So then when things start ripping back up, you have a greater percent gains on your investment. But this isn't financial advice. It's just ideas for you guys to get started. And something crucial here. I'm going to pull up this Bitcoin halvening stuff now just to paint the picture. So this is an amazing chart here. This is from 2009 to 2024. Reading charts is crucial. You have value on the left, and then these little gray slits here in the chart, that is when the Bitcoin halvening actually occurred. So first one was 2012, around October. And we can see right after the halvening event, boom, it took off, went up 2 boxes. All right, after this halvening event, it's right here, went up, is that another box? Yeah, just a box, not too much, right? So this one went up 2 boxes. It doubled. We'll just call it that. This one went up 1 box. All right, now this halvening, it went up less than 1 box. So then this halvening, if it keeps on getting smaller, this one was 2, that one was 1 box, this was a half a box. Could we see at least a quarter of a box up here of growth? But the point is, when do you want to invest when you're looking back at the last halvening? If you invest before the halvening, you might have gotten some high prices here, but if you got in this dip here, or the bottom we call it, that was your best prices to buy. Because even here, right before the halvening, it was already above this $3,000 price. So that was your best time to buy. And then approaching the halvening, it started to pump up a little bit, but came back down. And this is that point where it hit last time that I was talking about, and then started to come back down. This time, we broke through that point instead of just consolidating down. So we're looming the Bitcoin halvening. It's coming up here. But what is similar in every single halvening event? Right after it, months after it, we're into new all-time high territory. And it has diminished each time. which I'm noticing now, from 2 boxes to 1 to a half a box. So maybe we don't see as many gains this time because the halvening keeps on getting shorter and shorter, and eventually there won't be a halvening anymore. So maybe these halvenings are becoming less volatile or less explosive. They're not as big of a catalyst as they are in previous cycles when they're going from bigger, I call them acres, bigger sizes or bigger hashes out there. Now it's getting smaller and smaller. It's not doing as much change to the Bitcoin infrastructure. But overall, if you're asking me bull run or bust, and I'm putting all my eggs in the basket, what's going to happen? I'm saying this is going up. What's happened each time here? It's gone up. It's gone up. It's gone up. So right now, with all the fear in the market and saying that we're in a recession, we've been in a recession for years, for like COVID, and really it has been boring. Like, yeah, we hit that bull run 2021 around May was the last top here. Yeah, right here, April 14th, 2021. Boom. May, we did the double top over here in like June. And then it's been all quiet, but we bottomed around here, around this 20,000 mark, 16. Great buying opportunities here. This is probably going to be was the best time to buy in. And now I think we're just going up from here. So stay patient for all you swing traders out there. But I think we have a lot more green ahead of us this year and going into 2025. So days left in the Bitcoin halvening. We have 28 days, 19 hours, and 15 minutes. Let's see if it tells us how much of the block is cutting or something like that. Market cap. What's this? Block halving events happen every 4 years or 210,000 blocks on Bitcoin blockchain. Bitcoin's initial block reward was 50 Bitcoin. The current block reward is 6.25. The next block reward will be 3.125. See how each time, so it went from 50 to 25, 25 to 12.5, 12.5 to 6.25. But now that change from 50 to 25 was drastic. But now it changed from 6 to 3. It's becoming a lot more minimal. So maybe we don't see as big of a change. And I'm hoping, I'm not a big Bitcoin holder myself. I invest in other altcoins because Bitcoin's so expensive now. Kind of missed the boat there. I could see Bitcoin getting surpassed by something else once the Bitcoin halving doesn't become a thing anymore. There's less pop. We'll see what happens. Don't like the gas fees on Bitcoin either. So let's go into some of the charts real quick. Going to some of my favorites. We'll do the total crypto chart first. You're going to see Fibonacci scales on everything. I draw them from the bottom of the last run to the top of that run, and then that will show us where our accumulation range is and then where we're looking for the future. So crypto total market cap was strong. It really didn't dip into this accumulation range that we look for here. It stayed above it. So this would have been your best buy-in over here. I don't think you could even invest in the crypto total market cap, but I could be wrong. But now we're up from less than a trillion market cap. Now we're back up to almost 3 trillion, which was back last all-time highs. So can we get up to the 5 trillion market cap? We're already beating gold and silver. I think silver, maybe not gold yet. Could be wrong about that one. But Bitcoin is starting to surpass real-time stocks that have real value, yet people will question what is the value in Bitcoin. Look it up. Do your research. All right, now we're going to go over to XRP. And man, XRP has been so due for a home run here. So the top up here, when Bitcoin went up in 2021, we hit like $1.80, and then we've came back down from there. We did have a nice pop up here, like 90 cents, and then we've been making this nice bullish divergent candle or whatever they call it. We broke out of this candle here, kind of retesting it now, and with all this going on, Bitcoin taking off, XRP has been very poised, usually the last one to run, but they all run. When you look at graphs of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP over the years with the halvening event, they all go together. Just XRP lags, Ethereum really ramps up before XRP, and they call it like it's a water fountain. Like everything funnels into Bitcoin. Now everything's selling off on Bitcoin. It'll start to go into altcoins and a lot of meme coins lately, which I don't get into those. But if you're a trader, definitely look for the moves on Bitcoin first. If you see Bitcoin doing really well, it might be a good idea to pick up a position on these meme coins for a day or two following the big Bitcoin rise. So that's something you traders could look for. We got Quant, which is a big dog. A lot of people are talking about Quant going to thousands of dollars, and it's sitting at $100 still. Really consistent on the support line. Drew a couple triangles here. Thought it was going to make a nice breakout, but still seems like it's just holding on there. Go to our Bitcoin chart, which we started at. This is our bottom here at 17,000 mark, breaking up here to 62,000. Where are we going to go in the future? Hopefully above 100,000. That's our next goal. Honestly, we broke all-time highs. See if I zoom in here. Because the one thing I think is huge is breaking all-time highs, coming back, retesting it, and then breaking it again. No, we did it on the daily, right up in here. Came back, retested it, broke out again. So I was really looking for a strong push into discovery mode, going to break 84,000, next 100,000, but we consolidated, and that is totally healthy during these bull runs. If we look back at the last bull run, you look at all these leg ups. These legs ups are the times where it consolidates are the most testing times for an investor that's up a lot of percentages. Boom, after this initial run, oh my gosh, I'm up 5x, and then it dips and you're like, oh man, do I sell right now? Once you see the tide has started to come in, money's starting to funnel in, you just gotta hold. At least tell yourself to hold twice. Sell the third one. It's like 1, 2, third we topped out, and this one it gave us multiple tries, like boom, consolidated, pushed up a little further, consolidated. So as our pushes up keep getting smaller and smaller, that's when we want to start cashing out more and more. I even saw it with this last one on Solana that was ripping up to 220. All-time highs, I believe, was 260, so it didn't break all-time highs. But look at this run it made here. Down at $20, and this was just in September, October, and then boom, what a run. Consolidated here, had to stay patient. Everyone probably wanted to sell. Weak hands did sell, and then it went from 91 up to $200. It doubled again. So now we're consolidating again, and knowing what we know with the Bitcoin halvening, why would I sell here? I know Bitcoin has more to go. So an altcoin like Solana that's going to be tailing it is going to have more to go too. Because once Bitcoin's made its run, everything will start funneling into the Solana, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, Stellar. So there's a lot more time in this. You don't always have to make that quick, perfect trade. Let all those percentages kind of fill out. And then as you're hitting your goals, your 1-2 leg up and consolidate, take out your initial investment. Now, these are just ideas to get you guys started and thinking about how we can make some money out of these cryptocurrencies. So right now with Solana, it's high up there, $60 below all-time high. I wouldn't invest in Solana, and I'll show you why. When we look at other cryptocurrencies, they're not in the blue right now. There's some that are still lagging, like XRP. Let's go to Polygon Matic. I know is doing well. Shiba Inu, let's just check it out because it's cheap. Oh, what a beautiful correction here. Like if you're thinking about getting into Shiba Inu, kind of the time. Look at this big drop off through 3 support bands back down to this 0.402474, whatever. But it's right around this support line, which makes sense looking back here. There was a pretty strong support back there. So if it could hold this support, boom, look at my arrow. And this was before that breakout there. I called it was going to hit this area. We'd come back and hit this area. Where are we going to retest next? We could take this candle here, right? Size it up. Usually don't like doing candles like that. Hold on. Let's see, what was our percent gain here? 300% gain. Holy cow. So then if we take 300% gain and we put it from here, 300% gain, boom. That'll hit around that point. That was 1. Check. This is step 2. That's just looking at the last leg. Maybe it surpasses it and does even better. Who knows? I'll talk about one more coin only because it's really hot right now and no one's talking about it. It's Proppy coin. It's the only coin I know that has to do with real estate. And now after this Bitcoin pump, it's interesting what people are doing with their earnings. And as everything else is coming down, this coin's actually going up. So it makes me think that people are just selling their Bitcoin from this last surge. All right, I got money for a down payment on a house. They go to Proppy, want to use Bitcoin to pay for a house, but they have to buy Proppy to pay for all the sales taxes on the house, all the extra fees and exchanges and paying the agent at Proppy and whatever services they do. So in order for you to buy a house on this Proppy website, you got to check out the website because it's sweet. Hopefully they're up and running in your state. I think it's only like 3 states that Proppy is legalized to sell real estate in. But really cool project. And look how inverse it worked with Bitcoin. Bitcoin starts to tail off. Proppy starts to go up. So this one might be a lagger to the rest of the market, but something I really like and makes it an exciting time now. And it just also seems like the only coin of its kind. You know what I'm saying? All right, we did a lot of crypto stocks today, so let's get into some free crypto ideas. So I saw this on another channel, and so a solo Bitcoin miner is different than mining with a nice hash miner or something like that. So a solo Bitcoin miner, it won't earn you X amount a month, like pennies a month. It's only going to search and try to solve for one full Bitcoin. So it may take 2 to 4 years to mine one full Bitcoin, but it's something you sit on the side. If Bitcoin's something you believe in, that this $430 little machine you plug in that uses less than a light bulb, LED bulb for electricity, and it's got a cool little display and everything. I love how it's animated. It looks really nice. I'm thinking about getting one. Let me know what you guys think. Think if it earns one Bitcoin 2 to 4 years, that's $60K to whatever Bitcoin might be 2 to 4 years from now, which we really don't think about. We think about how cheap it could be, and it going to zero, which it probably will never. And it'll probably never go back to the same price as it was all the way back then. So, cool way to earn some free crypto once making that initial investment. You know, there's different ways of getting into crypto, whether it's setting weekly payments on Coinbase or something, or doing a bunch of the free crypto classes and whatever on Coinbase. Like there's this learn section here on Coinbase, and then it'll tell you. Come on, how do we earn it? Maybe it's learn and earn? I don't know, it's usually like a learn and earn section. Maybe it's not here because I'm not logged in. Yeah, you do a couple like little courses and it will give you free crypto. Probably get like $50 to start, but it's something just to experiment with. And so you can see the purpose and the quality of crypto and what it can do and solve and how you can use it yourself. Become your own bank. This is the first step. Get Coinbase downloaded. But then once you have Coinbase downloaded, kind of going back and forth here a little bit, you want to have a cold storage wallet, right? So I got 3 cold storage wallets pulled up for you guys. Ledger Nano, probably the least favorite of the 3 right now, but this is what I have. So I got to share it with others. Then you got Arculus, and then Trezor. Trezor is this cool little box thing here. So this cold storage crypto thing, it takes your crypto address or your credit card number, the digits XYZ 123 whatever, and it puts it on this cold storage wallet USB drive looking thing. And nobody can access your crypto unless you put in a password. So you need to approve transactions. So if you had all your crypto on this ledger, I call it a safe, you need to enter a password and move it to an exchange like Coinbase before selling it. This just secures your crypto. So if you wanted to hide your crypto and in 5-10 years come back and be like, oh, let's see what it's at now, it would still be there, no questions asked, no tomfoolery, no one can take it from you. And that was a huge reason why I started getting invested and could trust the crypto, like how to hold crypto. I couldn't trust crypto without something like this. All these exchanges that happen, the Mt. Gox, the FTX thing, Sam Bankman-Fried, not telling anyone who was invested on the exchange that it was going to go under. Even a week before it went under, he said everyone's funds are safe. I don't want to trust anyone like that, and the only person you can trust is yourself. So buy yourself a safe cold storage wallet. Ledger, Arculus, Trezor, there's probably some other ones out there. I'm looking into making one myself, if I can make one, a cheap, affordable one that I don't have to put it in the hands of another company, right? So you kept my gist there. Really good way of securing your crypto investment. So some other free ways of getting crypto. You know what I mean? You don't always have to use your US dollar to get crypto. So what else is out there for you? Masternodes was something I found very interesting. Special nodes that run on a specific software program. Let me blow this up for you guys so you can see it better. There we go. Masternodes are special nodes that run a specific software program. They are responsible for validating transactions and securing the network. That's it. So someone moves one thing to another, you're just verifying that everything is right, but you're not actually doing it. The computer's doing it for you. You're just staking your pack, and that pack is going back to the company that's working, that's going to earn you more. So it's different from mining. I like this little write-up here. Mining is the process of using computers to solve complex mathematical problems to validate transactions and generate new coins, like finding that next Bitcoin coin, which would be finding that next address in the algorithm. Masternodes are nodes that run on top of that network and provide additional services such as transactional validation or governance. All right. Masternode projects. This is a couple examples. Dash. Not a big fan of it, but it definitely has its specialties, this one, Dash. Definitely more skeptical of Dash, but I've seen it in a lot of different baskets. VeChain, very popular, partnered with UFC. You see it on the ring side everywhere. Also VeChain Thor is another side chain of it. Very cheap coin to get started and might not be... Says masternode is 25,000 VeChain, and if the price is 0.03 cents, 3 cents times 25,000. Do the math real quick for you guys. That'd be right. 0.03. $750. That might seem like a lot, and it does, but VeChain has been around the longest out of these projects. I know Dash has been around a while too, but to set up this node that will make you ROI at 2.2, lower than most. Okay. So it's making you 2.2% back on top of that, not including the price change. So if you're making 2.2% of your 750, let's see. That's 1650. So you're making almost like $2,000 a year with this node going, not including the price fluctuation. If this 3 cent crypto goes up to 15 cents, 20 cents, $1, now you're talking your $1,000, $2,000 you got plus your initial investment just You just went to the moon. So that's why I like these projects. Your initial investment is working towards gaining you more cryptocurrency. So once you make that initial investment on a masternode, whatever the price is, say 750 is like probably the average, honestly. I know there's more expensive ones and there are cheaper ones. I'm going to show you a cheaper one in a second. That when it takes off, that's when you're capitalizing on all those gains, because this masternode is making you more tokens that for the same price. Like you'll get payouts every month at whatever price that crypto is at. Horizon Zen, never heard of it. Morpheus Network, never heard of it. And Syscoin. All these master nodes, make sure you do your own research. Make sure you can understand it. You could set it up yourself, because no one besides me is going to be there to help you. But I'm here. So what I have set up right now, I got a Pack Protocol masternode. Cheapest one I could find. I knew a lot of other content creators are big into this one as well. I did some research before going live with you guys and found out that Pack transitioned from like an old team to a new team, and things are looking good. I peeped their charity page here, and they got a lot of cool charity going on, giving back. Trees for Peace Alliance, growing edible food forest in Brazil, partnered with other Litecoin, Global Boost, this like Bitcoin Cash looking thing, and Pack Global. Love to back a project that's actually doing something, making the world a better place. Makes me feel comfortable, and now I'm just waiting, earning my monthly income with these Pack masternodes, which isn't a lot now. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's worth it now, but when everything goes up together after this halvening, I think the amount I've accumulated over the last couple of years will multiply a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? What is Packcoin? Packcoin was launched 2015. It quickly fell to the bottom of the 1,200 different cryptocurrencies. Stagnant till 2017 when they reestablished the coin. Love that. I thought I said in New York City or something. White paper. So old Pack is a fork. This is crucial here. Let me see if I can blow this up for you guys too. Alright, old Pack is a fork of Peercoin, and Pack is a fork of Dash. So the new Pack is a fork of Dash, and Dash was one of the most popular or most suggested masternodes by Binance over here in this article. So it's really kind of like a fork of Dash now. I kind of like it better than what they said it was. So you could also mine the tokens, but mining, it takes energy. You got to leave your computer on, whatever. When you can just hand over your tokens and then they can work for you. And man, it feels nice getting that payout every month. And you do some math too on future price predictions of Pack, and if the price does hit some crazy prices or beats last all-time highs, even at best, making a nice change there. All right. We got into a lot here. Got into that. AI and crypto. We talked about this guy and the tokens, blah, blah, blah. This was a little clip it from this NVIDIA Future of AI talk. See if I get you some of the good stuff. Look at this guy putting out some good content. All right, talking about NVIDIA and putting parts in cars, making them smarter, AI. Interesting. AI is really doing a lot. These are all the people there. The place is mobbed. Anyway, so AI and crypto, there's a future there. AI is actually getting endorsed and kind of pushed forward by the government I thought it was going to be crypto next, but AI got the nod. So what are some possible ways that blockchain and AI will kind of mingle in the future? So they say blockchain and AI, that it will bring new value to business through authenticity, augmentation, and automation. So then I want to break down those three words that they just talked about. Authenticity. Blockchain's digital record offers insight into the framework behind AI and the provenance of the data that it's using. Addressing the challenge of explainable AI, this insight helps improve trust in data integrity and the recommendations that AI provides. Using blockchain to store and distribute AI models provides an audit trail, and pairing blockchain and AI can enhance data security. So this is it right here. I'm gonna put that in our Discord right now. If you guys aren't in the Discord yet, you guys got to get in here. Doesn't pop off too much, but Bitcoin hasn't made a huge run yet. But we just stay connected, share some news, media outlets, all that good stuff. So augmentation. AI can rapidly and comprehensively read, understand, and correlate data in incredible speed, bringing a new level of intelligence to blockchain-based business networks by providing access to large volumes of data from within the outside of the organization. Blockchain helps AI scale to provide more actionable insights, manageable data usage, and model sharing, and create a trustworthy and transparent data economy. AI and blockchain. Trust in both of these. Trust. Automation and blockchain can bring new value to business processes that span multiple parties, removing friction, adding speed, and increased efficiency. For example, AI models embedded in smart contracts that are executed on a blockchain can take following actions. Recommend expired products to recall. Okay. Execute transactions such as reorders, payments, or stock purchases based on set thresholds and events. Resolve disputes. Select the most sustainable shipping method. Sick. So AI and blockchain can work together. Now all the U.S. government needs to do is start tapping into the crypto industry, but I just don't think the education is there yet in crypto, aka why I'm doing this and trying to get everyone out there more aware of what's going on, because I think after AI and this phase is passed, I think crypto is up next. And it keeps on stepping up to the plate, but they keep on walking them, or they're putting in a pinch hitter in baseball terms. They're kind of keep on, I've heard this term so much, they keep on pushing it down the road. They don't know what to do now. It's amazing how the SEC has flip-flopped back and forth on like their securities law, and is Bitcoin a security or not. Like every 2 or 3 years they say it is and they say it's not, then they say it is and they say it's not. So they got to make up their mind, and it just shows that they really don't know how to regulate it, how to let it go, let it be innovative, and kind of keep it reserved and monitored by the U.S. government, even though it's an international thing. I think because it's international, it's bigger than the U.S., and the U.S. can't control all of it. So that's what I want to talk about in AI and crypto today. If you guys have anything else to share, just reach out, let me know. Lighter mark, this God's Unchained game, it is awesome. Let me pull up a website here. So this came out a couple years ago. Yeah, my account up there. Pretty baller with 5 God things. It's like $1 or $2 I have. But basically, it's cards like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. Your cards do certain things, but you collect different cards, right? So let's go to buy and sell. So there's a whole marketplace for cards. I really wish that wasn't up there, but it's okay. Whole marketplace, ETH, whatever. There's cards, if we do high to low, that are worth millions of dollars here. So you play the game, you open packs like Ultimate Team in sports or something, and you can compete against friends on the weekends. It's like double XP, and you can compete in 10 games a day to earn crypto. And you can actually sell the crypto eventually. If you play this game for a year or two, you'll probably make like 20, 30, $40 maybe. But at least you're earning something. There's no other games that you can actually make something. I love video games, but playing a game that I actually make some money and like feel I'm not wasting my time completely, it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of it. So the big news about this game is they just released a an app for it now. So now it's available on the iPhone. Boom. That was my big news. So now you can get Gods Unchained, look it up in the App Store, and play the game on your phone and earn crypto. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go over some events this year. Next week, we got some things on the horizon. Kind of wanted to see just like kind of highlights this year. Like big presidential election, we know there's going to be a new narrative. Whoever wins, Biden or Trump again, they always push. And it's they do it in their debates, really, of, oh, I'm really backing this X, Y, and Z, and that brings a lot of investors into the market for the next quarter after the re-election. And around the winter time, you have a lot of money coming into these projects that a lot of people think will do well over the 4 term of the presidency. So I'm really looking into this winter time as being very exciting. So I was trying to see what other events we have around that. So this is next week, Home Builder Conference. Who cares? Housing starts, building permits come out. FOMC interest rate decision. They didn't decide to cut it. Maybe get it down to 2%. I think it was at like, it was at 3.2% last month or something. So it'll eventually fall, keep coming down. But yeah, it's not coming to zero anytime soon. Thursday, March 21st seems like a big day next week. Initial jobs claims. Philadelphia Fed Manufacturer Survey, S&P Flash U.S. Services, S&P Flash Manufacturing, U.S. Leading Economic Indicators, existing home sales. Okay. Fed Chair Powell takes part in Fed Listens event. Fed Vice President Supervisor Michael Barr speaks. Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic speaks. All right, so that's what we got for next week. This was a great little blurb here. If you're looking for just where we are this year in the economy, where we're going, this blob really kind of put me in a good headspace of what the whales are thinking. Because sometimes what they say isn't always true. You know what I mean? Don't do what they say, do what they do. And right now, all these hedge funds are buying up Bitcoin and Ethereum to sell to their ETF new sales that they're getting. But this is what they'll write in the paper. The world economy is facing a turbulent period. Global growth is projected to remain subdued in 2024, given tight monetary policy and more restrictive credit, and downside risks abound. From escalating conflict in the Middle East to financial stress, a weakening Chinese economy, and climate-related disasters, there are bright spots, however. Inflation is expected to continue declining, and most forecasters see stronger global growth in 2025 if monetary policy loosens in advanced economies. All right, so it seems like there's a lot of pressure around the world. U.S. is dealing with its own inflation rate thing, but it's starting to come back down, so there's really nothing to hold us down, per se. Yeah, you have the conflict, and you always have fear. Fear is always a tactic to have you sell or drive down the price. But who's going to win? Will it be the Bulls or the Bears? Bum, bum, bum. All right, one more little blurb here. This one's a long one. Let me blow it up a little bit more. So this is published by J.P. Morgan, 2024 Economic Outlook, 10 Considerations for the U.S. Economy. Number 1. Economic growth is likely to decelerate in 2024 as the effects of monetary policy take a broader toll and post-pandemic tailwinds fade. Yeah, we're trying for this soft landing. This is a big key part here. 2023 strength in services sector is likely to soften. So I guess that was a big reason why we were kind of held up there in 2023 a little bit. Didn't feel like it, but that's their way of saying that. We're only going lower in 2024. We assume the hiking cycle is over, leaving the Fed funds on hold at 5.5 to 5.5% until the middle of 2024. The U.S. consumer could begin to bend but not break. Nobody wants to spend money right now. Tough. The larger than expected fiscal boost to the U.S. economy in 2023 could flip to a slight headwind in 2024. This is what I'm looking for. The fiscal deficit roughly doubled, 1.8. Narrow, still very large, reflecting a bit of belt tightening on the spending side, partly offset by higher interest outlays and government debt. Labor markets are showing signs of normalization to end 2023. Unemployment could drift higher in 2024 while remaining low in historical contexts. Inflation trends are cooling but likely to remain above the Fed's 2%. Housing sector actively has dropped 30-40% over the past 18 months. Commercial, I heard, is not very sought after right now. It's not doing too hot. Residential still holding on strong, but everyone's waiting for the collapse. Supply chain bottlenecks are mostly in the rear view, while global supply chain restructuring will take time. That's good, though. I like to see that, because, man, that really threw a wrench at the plans in COVID with all the freaking shipping containers stuck in the Panama Canal. Or it was out like the coast of California. There wasn't enough cranes to move the freaking boxes off the boat, so they were just sitting there. Geopolitical risk will remain top of mind. Elevated trade tensions with China, the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, and conflict in the Middle East all point to continued uncertainties, risks. Yeah, definitely got some risks. All right, that just shows a little bit of what we got in store here 2024. But I will be posting another video soon. I'll let you know what I learned, but continue to do your own research. Get started. You know what I mean? I don't even have to tell you to invest, because you could just get some free crypto. So use my Coinbase link on my Instagram page or in the Discord. Get some free crypto and just get educated on what this is, because this, man, like, when I'm a grandpa, is crypto going to be everything? And I'm going to be like, man, I'm lucky I know what the heck everyone's talking about with this crypto stuff. But, like, there'll be a percentage of people that are just oblivious to it. I don't know. So what side do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the up-and-coming side? Or do you want to be left kind of behind? And I want to know the new trends, you know? I want to get Meta VR goggles. I want to know what all the new kids are hyping up and where our economy's going. Not where the economy is going, but where the AI is being used right now, and it's trending. So where is the current trends? Where is the money going right now? What is being actually pushed by the government for growth? You know, and crypto's been held down, but you can only hold it down for so long, because this helium balloon held down in the pool of water. It's only going to go up. Just give it a matter of time. So have a great night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in if you watched for a little bit. And I'll catch you on the next video. Crypto Hound out. Take care, everybody.